Over the years, our family's had its share of health problems.
So prescriptions are a part of our life.
Before we went to the big box store.
We both thought it would help us save. But with the long lines and impersonal service, filling prescriptions became a chore. That's when a friend recommended D&H.
Now Tristan knows our prescriptions. Brenda always helps us find the right vitamins. And after Dad's fall, Monica's been a real expert with all our home medical needs. All without the lines.
Trust and service.
That's our D&H.
Good morning and welcome to Radio Friends. It's Wednesday, July the 6th. We're still in 4th of July weekend, summertime. And we have Dave Mars with us from the city of Columbia Water and Light. And we've got good information today about how to save on our cooling. And how to stay comfortable.
It's been getting a little warm, so the air conditioner's been running a little bit, so it might be time to check that furnace filter if you haven't gotten around to. Yeah.
Now, I was telling you, I changed my furnace filter not very long ago. Each one is a little different as far as how long you can run it.
Every household's different in terms of the dust.
Yeah, you were saying how clean is the house and how much dust you have in it. But if you've got a dirty furnace filter, how much is it going to increase your cooling costs?
Recently, I ran across one where there was a cold air return in the basement, wasn't drawing any air whatsoever. We bunched the filter, it was real fuzzy and covered up, took it out, put a new one in, and bang, there was about 3 times the amount of air going in there. It can make a big difference in a lot of homes. So it's the smallest little thing you can do, you know. It's not like you got to buy a new air conditioner, you just change the filter.
Changing the filter. And also, what about plugging up any air leaks that you have in the vents? Is that going to make a difference? I went down in the basement, the air conditioner was running, and I felt just little tiny leaks on some of the air vents. And I took duct tape and covered it up. And I was thinking to myself, am I really making that big of a difference?
All these years I've been talking to you, it finally kind of sunk in. Well, that's a simple thing to do. You might want to try, rather than duct tape, do a foil tape. And yeah, go around and feel where that air is blowing out right above the furnace. The plumbing can fit loosely and stuff.
Where the unit fits onto the furnace, I noticed there was an area that was blowing out some air, and I just took some of that aluminum duct tape and put it around there.
That's perfect stuff. Yeah, that's head smart. And it's very practical. I mean, just go down there and feel. You don't want the air to go in the basement or wherever, you know, put it upstairs.
Okay.
To help people out, though, with energy efficiency, this is a nice little device here. It's a switch plate. It's got a thermometer on it.
Okay.
You can't believe how much the degrees will make on your air conditioning setting. It can cost you 5% per degree that you got it up down too low. And a lot of times the thermometer that's on the thermostat, it can be off 5 degrees. And you're thinking,
even if it's a digital thermostat?
No, the digital's a lot better. But it's the older ones that have the little needle going in there. And it can be off that much. And that can cost you a lot more. Plus, you know, if you get used to being really cold, and you're thinking, well, it's 78 in here, but it's actually 72. Well, you're going to have to, at work or wherever in your car, you're going to have that same temperature, and you'll be costing money there too.
So if your thermostat does not have a digital thermometer, you're saying get a
one from the hardware store, you know, something you can rely on.
That is a digital one.
Well, you can get these that are fairly exact too. I just would have another one next to your thermostat so that you can kind of balance the two.
Okay, what he's talking about is you can go to kbia.org, click on Radio Friends on the vodcast, and you can see what we're talking about. This is a light switch, just the plate that you put over the light switch, and it has a little thermometer attached to it, so you can compare this thermometer to what your setting is on thermostat.
And generally speaking, you know, if you look at the credentials of the thermometer that you buy, they'll say plus or minus 2 degrees. That's about the range you're going to find.
Okay. What else have you got
now, if you want to check that refrigerator that's out in the garage, it seems as though, Paul,
mine's in the basement.
When people buy new refrigerators, that old refrigerator kind of walks itself out to the garage. It sort of hides itself in a corner. You know, I'm going to be doing my work. I don't care. But then the garage gets warm, and guess what? Your bills go up. So this is a watt meter. You can get these at local stores like Radio Shack, and Westlakes has got them. And you plug the refrigerator into it, and it'll tell you how many kilowatt hours it's using in a certain period of time. And you can see if it's worth keeping that soda and stuff cold in the garage.
Okay. All right. So it's called a watt meter. You plug it into the wall, and then you plug the refrigerator into this, and it keeps track of how much electricity you're using.
It'll tell you how much kilowatt hours it uses, and its amps and what have you. And then you can also go online and just type in, you know, kilowatt, and there's some sources there. They run between $20 and $30. Nice little.
What does? This thing?
This does, yeah.
Okay.
Nice little stocking
Is this going to pay for itself?
Well, you know, the thing that's nice about it is that you can plug in your computer, a fan, or whatever, and find out exactly. You can demystify what these appliances cost you by having a sub-meter like this.
Oh, yeah.
And
it's called a kilowatt meter.
Yeah, they've been around for quite a while.
And so you plug any utensil you have into it, and it will tell you what that utensil is costing you to run.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything that's 120 volt, not 240
okay.
volt. And then, you know, we use, this is got a it's a thermograph gun, thermography gun, infrared gun.
Okay.
You basically pull the trigger, aim it at something, and it sends out a beam and tells you what the temperature is.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, again, if you want to see this, go to kbia.org,
Right.
click on Radio Friend, go to the vodcast. If I press this now, what's going to happen?
Well, just aim it over the
Yeah,
white door.
I'll do it at this camera right here. Can you see that, Andrew Roscoe?
Yeah, right here.
Okay, so
70.
wherever they are. And it sends out a little red dot, and you know where you're shooting it, and that's
Okay, it
76
says the
degrees.
temperature in here is 76 degrees.
Yeah, pretty efficient for all the hot lights you got going. And
Yeah.
Now this is a more professional model. It can run about $300 or so.
Yeah.
But luckily, Black & Decker as well as Ryobi, they have made one that's a consumer quality and a price for about $30, and you can find those locally at.
So what are you going to do with this? You're going to go around and check with the temperature in your room?
This is a great toy to have. I mean, you talk about a stocking stuffer. You get your Christmas done early here.
Right. You just press this thing?
Yeah, and it sends out a little arrow. You can see where it's pointing.
I did it over there.
You're getting on me right now, probably. What's my temperature? I'm probably a little warm.
Wait. Let me press it again. Go to it says you're 85 degrees.
There, 85.
So this will tell you the temperature in the room.
So what you're going to do is you can do your hot water, turn your hot water on, see how hot that is. You want it about 120 degrees. If you got ceiling supply vents where the cold air is coming out, you can show up there and see how cold it's coming out. And in the wintertime, how warm it's coming out. See if there's any problems between one room to another.
Okay.
If you're a gourmet cook, shoot with the grill, see how hot it is. Outside barbecue grill. Oh, it's
it'll tell you all that stuff. And what is this called?
It's an infrared gun, basically.
I kind of have one of these.
Well, what's also neat about it, you go outside and you hit it in the shade and hit it on bare soil. You can see how much difference shade does for your temperature.
It shows you that you should have trees around your house. Don't cut the trees down around your house. It helps cool and things.
Right.
This is a wonderful toy to have.
Yeah,
Everybody
for about 30 bucks. I know.
All right. Yeah, we're just about out of time here. Dave, if people want more information or have their house audited by the city for efficiency, what do they do?
Sure. We do free energy audits for the citizens of Columbia, and they can call 874-7325.
And most municipalities have that,
yeah,
don't they?
Boone Electric does too.
And Boone Electric will come and do it also. Or if you're listening to us outside of the city of Columbia or watching us on the internet, call your city, and hopefully they'll do
call
it.
your utility.
Dave Morris, thank you so much for coming.
Dave,
It's always a pleasure to have you here. Tomorrow we've got music with Kathy Barton and Dave Pera. Our show directed by Travis McMillan of the Reynolds Journalism Institute. Audio is Pat Akers from KBIA. Our floor director is Andrew Roscoe, and our assistant producer and guest coordinator, Uncle James Mouser. And if you'd like to watch this, you should, so you can see all these little gadgets. KBIA.org, click on Radio Friends, go to the vodcast, all right? Drop me an email, pepperp@missouri.edu.